Story: The security guard disappeared on camera. I watched the camera feed start to lag, then freeze on my own face, and I knew I wasn't holding the phone anymore. I'm the night security guard at Clearwater Mall, and at 2:13 a.m. the hallway lights buzzed like they were afraid to stay on. I leaned closer to the monitor because the audio suddenly popped, and I heard my radio breathing, slow and wet, like someone was testing it with their mouth. When I turned my head toward the door, the motion sensor clicked on, but nobody walked in, just the floor camera grain crawling across the tiles. I told myself it was a glitch until the CCTV showed me stepping into the corridor, except my body was still behind the desk, gripping the chair so hard my knuckles hurt. I checked the system logs and saw my own login at 2:14 a.m. time-stamped after my alarm, after my scan, after everything I did with my hands. The whisper started in the vents, soft at first, saying my name like it had been practicing for years, and the lights on the ceiling started to blink in a pattern that matched the seconds on the clock. I ran to the corridor anyway, because if it was a prank, they'd catch me on camera struggling, not vanish me. I hit the switch for the hallway lights, and the bulb flickered back. Then the entire mall went silent like someone pressed mute on the world. In that blackout, I saw my reflection in a closed storefront window, but my reflection was turned the other way, staring at the camera instead of me. Then the feed cut to a wide shot of the hallway, and I watched myself disappear between two doors that weren't even there in real life. My heart slammed, so I grabbed the nearest metal door handle, and it was cold like it had been sitting in snow, but the air around me felt warm, like breath on glass. I ran to the nearest security booth camera to find my body, and the screen showed me standing exactly where I was, except my hands were at my throat and my eyes were looking past the lens. The audio came through again, clearer this time, and it wasn't whispering my name, it was counting down from 10 in my voice, swallowing each number as it hurt. At 7, I looked at the ceiling, but like it was watching me think. I tried to call dispatch, but the radio only played my last breath, stretched and looped, like the system was recording from inside my chest. The last thing I saw on camera was the time jumping forward, then my booth empty, with the chair still moving slightly, slowly rocking as if I'd just stood up and stepped out. When the lights flickered back, I was still here, but my badge was gone from my vest, and the camera monitor was showing a live feed of a man in my uniform locking the doors from the outside. He leaned toward the microphone, smiled like he was relieved I finally arrived, and said, "You can stop resisting now, because you already signed in." I backed away from the screen, but the hallway behind me was lit, camera footage playing over the carpet like a reflection, and I realized the feed wasn't recording the building anymore. It was recording me, and somewhere in the mall, my footsteps matched the ones on camera exactly, one step behind, repeating without end.